What good is a memory here on 100.1 Moose FM, and I guess that time of week again. I can't believe it's already, well, then again, we did it late last week. I've got Trevor Bolin here with me. Trevor, how are you, man?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Oh, could not be better, especially compared to last week. That flu mostly gone. We've gotten some updates about some of our other buddies. And I don't know, where would you like to start today, Trevor?
I think, let's recap last week. Last week, it literally was not that last week. I mean, it was only a few days ago.
Yeah, exactly.
We had Honey on the show last week. Honey is currently still available. Unfortunately, there has been no applications yet for Honey, but she is a 1-year-old Shepherd mix. She is currently at the SPCA, and she is looking for her forever home. So if you missed last week's segment, check that out. It's easy to find on Moose Media, and I know it's on BC SPCA and all, of course, our other sites. But for your best buddy, she is waiting. There are 2 buds still remaining as well. So all 3 pups from last week are at the SPCA. They are waiting. You know what? Maybe it's because we missed our day, right? Tuesday's our day.
I think that's what it was. I think that was the only issue with last week. And I mean, like we say, usually we have 7 days in between. This one's only 5. Plus, you know, we got a long weekend last week, so we're gonna blame all those things. A perfect storm of this week is their week.
I agree. Right? So you know what? Get down there. Check out last week. We actually had pictures of both. And I know we just did again.
Yeah,
here,
you wanted to, I'll tell you what, Rosebud.
There we go.
Rosebud's still available. She's absolutely adorable. And then I believe that Buddha as well is.
Both absolutely adorable. Both puppies, early learning stages. And the SPCA and Bone and Biscuit and everybody on the team is going to help ensure a successful adoption and that you are set up to start.
They are fantastic down at the SPCA, and I think it's worth mentioning. It's not that they've had no interest. There's been a couple meet and greets. But as of right now, no formal adoption, nothing along those lines. So yeah, if you're out there and you think that one of these amazing pups could be your best buddy, by all means, please put in an application, do all the things that are necessary, give them a call. And I guess that brings us to this week. Trevor, who's our best buddy for this week?
We have got a brand new best buddy for this week. This is Dizzy. Dizzy is a remarkable cat with an inspiring story. This beautiful girl was found on the side of the road by a kind passerby who feared that she'd come across a cat and that it had sadly passed away. To their relief, Dizzy was very much alive, and although in bad shape, she had been suspected to have been hit by a truck or a car. She was rushed to the vet and taken care of by the BC SPCA right here in Fort St. John. Dizzy underwent hospitalization and around-the-clock monitoring to help her heal. After a few days of attentive care, it became very clear that Dizzy was a fighter. She was significant strides in her recovery and was placed with an experienced foster who continued to provide the support that was needed. Thankful for her second chance, Dizzy is now feeling great and she's ready to find her forever home. She's incredibly sweet and chatty. She adores the company of people, loves to be pet, brushed, and played with her toys. While she enjoys human interactions, Dizzy would prefer to be the only pet in the new home so that she can have all the attention to herself. I don't blame her. I mean, that's what I'm like in my house. Since her accident, she's developed some quirks like spinning when she gets overly excited. Because of this, for her safety, it's best that Dizzy remains a strictly indoor cat. If you are ready to open up your heart and your home to a loving companion, come and meet Dizzy today at the SPCA. With her affectionate nature and unique personality, she's sure to steal your heart right on meeting number 1.
Dizzy is freaking I mean, all of these animals are adorable. Don't get me wrong. We have been doing this now this is week number 4, week number 5. Everyone that we've come in has melted our hearts. Yeah. And when you go and meet these animals, whether you think you're ready to adopt or not, trust me, they're going to steal your heart. Yeah. You should absolutely book an appointment, go down and see them at the SPCA. And it's not just these animals, right? That's the other thing that we really want to push here is it's not like we're showing you Dizzy, the Airbuds, and poor little Honey, and that's the end of the list. There are so many more. So whether you're looking for something small, something a little bit bigger, honey-sized, they're going to help you out. But it's more than the SPCA helping you out. It's the Bone and Biscuit as well.
It's the Bone and Biscuit. They are helping with all adoptions. They have so many different adoption programs, whether it's specialized food, any kinds of foods, all the brands, toys, ingredients, treats, regardless of what it is, supplements. There is a program there. It is a sponsored program, so it is not going to cost you money after you're investing in giving a pet your forever home. The team at Bone and Biscuit want to make sure that they're part of that success and that they're going to be there all the way through.
Trevor, how easy is it for someone to adopt and then walk into the Bone and Biscuit and get this? It's not an online application and wait 3 months. How does someone go through? Because it's not just the SPCA, and we talk about them a lot, as we will. But any of the rescues that we have here in the North Peace, you adopt an animal, then what happens?
You adopt an animal. So I mean, we talked about it a little bit last week, but so from the beginning stages, you would phone or message the SPCA. You'd book an appointment. You're going to go in. You're gonna meet the pet. You're probably going to have a little bit of an at-home time with them, which the SPCA has said they found the best, less returns that way, if you will. And from there, either bring your pet in, but I mean, bring in your adoption paper to the Bone and Biscuit, and the staff at the Bone and Biscuit will then work with you to get everything set up. There is no signing of anything. There is no affidavits that are required. Literally, it's their team and our team and the team at the SPCA and those that are listening and those that we thank for sharing this information every week, because there, like you said, Chris, there's so many animals that are up for adoption. We're fortunate to feature. I mean, we can only feature a few every week. Sometimes, I mean, if there's siblings, it was up to 4, but typically it's 1 a week. And this is one that the SPCA, imagine having to pick that one that she sends us, right? I mean, and the team at the SPCA are so fantastic, but they literally will pick a pet, and oftentimes you'll notice it's ones that either have just recovered or the fighters that have rose to the top, and they need your help. We need your help. Everybody needs your help. Every animal deserves a loving forever home. And we've had phenomenal success with our listeners and people that are watching later, be able to adopt some of these pets. So let's keep this going. Check out the buds. Check out Dizzy. Check out Honey. Honey last week was an absolute beaut. And the SPCA will help you. The Bone and Biscuit team will help you. Heck, Chris and I will help you. Whatever you need to make sure that this adoption is a success for your family. We're all here for you.
And we can tell you to make that appointment. We can tell you to go and check out the website. But I mean, if you take that first step, you will not be sorry. They're also always looking for volunteers. And again, not just speaking about the SPCA, all the rescues up here. It takes a lot of work to have this much care and compassion in the community. And we're so lucky to be able to have that here in Fort St. John.
And if you can't adopt, but you want to help, like you said, volunteer. Maybe that's the route. They from dog walkings to cleaning up. They're in the works right now at the SPCA of putting in a new playroom. Being involved in that. There's so many different options for you to help out. And that's what we want. I mean, ideally, we want you to adopt them, but in the meantime, if you can help us help them, let's all help each other.
The smallest thing you can do to help is share this video. And for those who are out there listening on the radio, you're like, well, geez, Chris, I can't share the video. You can. You can go home. You can see it on the Bone and Biscuit, on the Moose Media Facebook page, the FSJ Today Facebook page, the Energetic City YouTube page. We have put this absolutely everywhere to try and make sure as many people see these adorable animals as possible. And I'll just go through a list again. Dizzy is here. We've got Honey. We've got Rosebud. And we've got Buddha. We've got puppies. We've got full-grown dogs. We've got these kittens.
And there's probably 50 other cats that are there as well at the same time.
Exactly. Right? So maybe these animals are not for you, but they're for your next-door neighbor. They're for a friend of yours. They're for a family member. They're for somebody in your life that you know. The most important thing you could do is share this video to try and make sure that these animals get a home.
I agree 100%. And this video will be available minutes after this segment ends, thanks to your fast work on Facebook and YouTube and all those channels. So check it out. If you've got more information, comment. Of course, you're going to see it on all those channels. Comment, ask us the questions. Chris and I watch that closely, and we will steer you in the right direction always.
Absolutely. Anything we can do to help you help these animals, we're